Hey everybody, Uber Dante here. I'd like to show off my newest tarot solitaire game. This is a game called Justice. Let's get right into it. To play this game, you're going to separate the major arcana cards from the minor arcana cards. And from the major arcana cards, these cards over here, you're going to remove the 0, the Fool card, and the card number 21, the World card. You're going to remove those. Those aren't part of this game. Then you're going to shuffle those major arcana cards, and you're going to deal them out as they are here in a 5x4 grid. And the object of the game is to get these major arcana cards in order. So the Justice card likes order, and they're going to do whatever they can to get all of these cards in order. So I've written numbers along the right side of this grid. So the first row you have to get number 1, starting from the left to 5, 6 through 10, 11 through 15, and 16 through 20 by the end of the game. And you're going to use the minor arcana deck to do so. And you're going to run through the deck one time using the cards to manipulate this grid. And if you can do it before the minor arcana deck runs out, you win. From the minor arcana deck, first thing you're going to do is remove 4 cards. Now, for this game, I'd suggest using a Rider-Waite based tarot deck that has the different images on the minor arcana cards, because they're going to be useful for us. Well, I'll just explain what you're going to do. So you're going to take out 4 cards, and 2 of the cards are going to show an action, and 2 of the cards are going to show a direction. So you're going to remove the 6 of swords, which is this is going to be the action of slide, and you can see they're kind of on this boat and they're sliding, I guess, across this river. They're sliding these swords. That's the action of slide. And in the game, you can use these buttons and to slide. So if I'm going to slide this row on the top, I just move all the cards kind of together, and you can slide it as far as you want. And basically in either direction, you can just slide these cards to the point where you like. You can slide left and right. You can slide up and down. And that's the other part of the equation, is the direction. So there's 2 cards. The 9 of cups is showing left, right. So you can see these cups are kind of arranged from left to right. So that would mean with this slide action, I could move any of these rows left to right. And then the Ace of Wands is this wand kind of going up and down. If I had this as my action, sliding up and down, I can choose a row to go up and down like this. The other action besides slide is swap. So this card in the Rider-Waite deck shows this guy with 2 pentacles, and kind of looks like they're kind of swapping them. I don't know, it's juggling them or what they're doing. It looks kind of like a swap to me. So in this case, if I'm swapping up and down, then I can find a row and swap any 2 cards up and down. So maybe I might swap this 6 and this 16 and put those kind of in place. So that's, I don't know, do something like that. I'm going to swap this 1 and this 17 and bring the 1 up to the top. And of course, if it's swapping left to right, you can choose any row and you can swap 2 cards. They don't have to be adjacent. They could be any 2 cards in the row. You can swap them left to right like that. Okay. So I'll get more into that in a little a little bit. Your hand. So once you've taken these cards out, you've got them. You actually start with the action and is slide, and the direction is up and down. You always start with that action, and there's a way to change it, and I'll explain that in a moment. You start off also with a hand of 4 cards, and basically the suits don't matter. The numbers all that matters, and aces are worth 1. Other numbers are worth whatever their number is on there, and then all the court cards or the face cards, page, knight, queen, king, are worth either 1 or 11. And what you do each turn is you can discard either 1 or 2 cards together. You can discard 1 card or 2 cards together. So right now I've got my action is slide and up and down. Let's say I can take this 9. I can discard it. I find the 9, and for slide, I can slide 9's row up or down. So however I like to do this, I can slide as far as I want to go. So maybe I do something like that. So I get the 10 and the 11 in those rows. And then I refill my hand. So you can use 1 card to do that. You can have 2 cards at the same time. So let's say I take this face card. Let's say this is going to be a 1. And I also have another 1 here. I can say 1 plus 1. I can add them together. And 2, so I can do something with this 2. So in this case, I slide this 2 up and down however I like. Okay, so you can maybe get this 20 in position. You can also take 2 cards and subtract them. So you can either add or subtract when you use 2 cards. You can't multiply, you can't divide, but you can add and subtract. So if you look at the Justice card, he's got scales. So this card has a sword and some scales, so they're kind of putting 2 things on the scale. You're adding or subtracting from it. So you could do something like 11 minus 8 is 3, and then I can move this card in this case I'm sliding it up and down, whatever. And then refill. Okay, so that's the basic action. So obviously I can't solve this just by sliding up and down. So I'm going to want to change those. And there's 2 ways you can change. So first way is you can discard 4 cards, any 4 cards. So the 4 cards in your hand. So I can just take these, discard them, and then say, I don't want to slide up and down anymore. I want to slide left and right. You can change 1 card, one of the 2 cards. So it takes 4 cards from your hand to change one of the 2 cards, either the direction or the action. So I changed the direction. Now I can start sliding cards. So my next move, I can take a 10, play a 10, and start sliding that row of 10 on it. Okay, so that's one way that you can change either the action or the direction, is by discarding 4. The other way involves the Justice card itself. So anytime the Justice card moves from its place, so right now it's here, anytime it moves, when you slide this row or this column, when you swap it, anytime it changes position, then you must change either the action or the direction and discard 2 cards from your hand. So I might say, okay, I'm going to slide left. I have an 11. I can use that here. I could also use this 4. Let's use the 4 maybe. And I'm going to slide left and right. So maybe I'll slide it until the 11 is in position. And because I moved the Justice card, I now have to discard 2 instead of 4. I just discard 2 from my hand, and I have to change the action or direction. So let's do swap now. So it's you have to do it when you move it. So it can be very useful you're gonna because you're discarding one. Well, basically, yeah, you're discarding fewer cards, 2 fewer cards, to change the action and direction. But it has to be done anytime you move the Justice card. So you need to kind of be careful and plan out, okay, where can I move it? How can I move it so I can use it to my benefit? And so one more thing is about discarding. So let's say you have a hand and you don't like the cards that you have. You just want to discard something and take a new one. That's not allowed. So anytime you discard, you have 2 choices. So you can discard 1 or 2 cards and move something on the grid. Or you can discard all 4 cards, in which case you must change the action or direction. So you can't just say, I don't want this card, I'm going to discard it and take something else. So that's the last rule. And I think that's about all you need to know to play Justice. I don't want to give away any of the strategies or whatnot, so I'm not going to play any further. But I'd love it if you gave it a try and let me know what you think. Thanks for watching.